one of the most important books that was mentioned was Kitab al-Tawheed. And I do believe that Kitab al-Tawheed should be repeated over and over and over, especially when we see some of the things that take place in our ummah during this time that we're going through. Nonetheless, inshallah azza wa jal, we chose a book in the vein of the previous books that we've been doing, and in the vein of what the ulama of al-hadith have always done. Something that's simple, something that is easy, from the fiqh of the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa ala alihi wasallam, and from what we need, no doubt about it. So we did the 40 hadith of al-Imam al-Nawawi. We did the 40 hadith of Shaykh Ali al-Halabi. One book was the shakhsiyah of the Muslim, the personality, the Islamic personality, and those hadith that he brought that shed light on the importance of developing, maintaining, cultivating the shakhsiyah al-Islamiyah. Everybody who's a Muslim, you have an Islamic personality you have to develop and make jihad fi sabilillah. All of us, a perpetual jihad until we check out of this dunya and we die. We have to develop ourselves because no one's perfect. And then we did his book, the 40 hadith in the da'wah and the du'at. A hadith that the Muslims should be aware of as it relates to giving da'wah. And as we mentioned, everybody here is giving da'wah. You're married, so you're giving da'wah to your children. You're a Muslim, you're giving da'wah to those people who are not Muslims. You're a practicing Muslim, you're giving da'wah to people who are not practicing Muslims. We are companions, ashab, we're giving da'wah one to another. So we're going to, inshallah, keep that ball rolling in terms of the 40 hadith. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Al-Imam al-Nawawi has probably the single most famous book of 40 hadith to the awam, the regular Muslims who are not really students. They don't really give their time to knowledge and research and things like that. But everybody knows of 40 hadith. It's probably translated in every single language that the Muslims speak. Allah Ta'ala decreed al-qabul to that book. The ta'lifat of al-Imam al-Nawawi, rahmatullahi alayh, his books have been received by the ummah of al-Islam. His book, Riyadh al-Salihin, and his book, 40 hadith. He translated or he explained Sahih Muslim, one of the most important explanations of Sahih Muslim. And he has other books. Allah Ta'ala wrote for that man al-Qabul, rahmatullahi alayhi rahmatul wasi'ah. And he gave a lot of advice to this ummah. Although he was Shafi'i, he wasn't a person who was muta'assab, reject the Quran and the Sunnah when it went against the Shafi'i madhab. He wasn't like that. And al-Kamal is for Allah only. But that's the one that's famous. But there are too many 40 hadith books to sit here and to mention them. There are too many. They are many. 40 hadith and the virtues of La ilaha illallah. 40 hadith and the importance of getting married. 40 hadith and al-jihad and al-mujahideen. Fadl jihad wal mujahideen. Or maybe I should whisper that. 40 hadith and jihad wal mujahideen. Maybe that's the time we're living in right now. We have to whisper things now out of fear about our religion, although we make it clear how we understand these things and we don't apologize about them. There's nothing in Islam from alif to ya that we apologize about. We explain the context and the reality of everything and we keep it moving. The virtues of 40 hadith, the virtues of the companions. 40 hadith and the virtues of Ali bin Abi Talib. 40 hadith and the virtues of Ahl al-Bayt. 40 hadith and the virtues of this and the virtues of that. So there are many books, 40 hadith. Many, too many to mention. Some of those books, they're mentioned with the chain of narration, and some of those books are not mentioned with the chain of narration.